All right, he's undeniably one of the hardest working actors in the industry and one of the best, too. His latest project, the comedy adventure film The Man, opens tomorrow. Please welcome Samuel L. Jackson.
The Man is here. The Man.
Oh, excellent.
I love it.
Speaking of The Man.
No.
Oh, really?
Thank you. I love this. I love hats. I have a hat face.
Ah.
Yeah, and I don't. But I'll put it on anyway. The
Oh my
Man.
gosh, I love this. Thank you so much.
Is my hat on all right?
Yes. You actually look cute in that hat, Regis.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd you get that little greenie?
Oh, this is something my dresser found. We change hats. I've been wearing the Man hats all over.
See,
and
that's
she
the hat
decided,
you
because
get
I
if
have
you're
lime
really the
green in
man.
my shirt. She decided I needed to match.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
I've been seeing trailers for this movie every time I go see a movie now, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very funny trailer.
Oh, yeah, it's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to have somebody like Eugene Levy to work with.
He's terrific,
He's
isn't
an
he?
incredible guy.
You're working nonstop all the time, Samuel. That's
I've been
by
a little
your
busy.
choice, right?
Yeah, well, I grew up in a household of people that went to work every day.
Yeah.
So because of that work ethic, I tend to do the same thing. And when I was in the theater, I was doing it. So I went from a film here in New York to my next film in Vancouver, which was kind of fun because it was a very heavy drama that I did here. So I went to Vancouver and did a sort of
We'll take it from here, lady.
and then sort of yeah.
Trying to do a show? Got a guest?
Yeah. So I ended up in Vancouver doing this film called Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah, it was very fun. And Monday, I left Vancouver 2 weeks ago and started rehearsal for the film that I start Monday, Black Snake Moan, which is a blues film.
It's nonstop. It's one after
Does
another.
the word snake have to appear in many of the titles of your films?
It just seems to be a theme this year. They'd actually changed the name of Snakes on a Plane to Pacific Flight 121. And I told them, it's like, I actually took this job because
I like
the script
the
said
name
Snakes on a Plane. And then there was a big thing on the internet, so now they're changing it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. I
yeah.
like
Snakes on a Plane
Snakes on a Plane, too. It
terrific
reminds me of
title.
Traveling with Regis.
You either want to see it or you don't.
That's right.
So, anyway, are you a tennis buff? I know you're into golf.
I watch tennis. I play doubles with my makeup artist, and my hairdresser, and my assistant.
You any good? You pretty good?
I won't play singles.
Singles are tough.
I don't want to run that much.
No,
that's
who
why
does?
I play golf.
Yeah, that's right. But how are you at tennis?
I'm adequate. I can keep the ball in play. I can't make great shots. I'm not real accurate at putting the ball where I want to. I just try and hit it back over the net.
Yeah, well, same here. You know.
Okay.
And I love the game. One
Yeah, it
day
was
we'll
great,
play tennis.
Great game last night.
Oh, did you see it on TV?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, wasn't it something? Did
Yeah.
you stay up all night to see it?
I watched the whole match.
Regis missed the end.
Yeah, I missed a part of it.
Why?
He missed this part where Alex Agassi, is it? Comes back to win it all. Kind of amazing.
When did you leave? The end of the second set?
Yeah. Well, I thought Blake
thought
had
it was
wrapped.
over, huh?
I thought it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Blake was unbeatable. He was everywhere. I never saw a guy.
Classic sports mistake.
Oh. I said, come on, let's beat the traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll pause. We'll come back with Samuel in a minute.
Sea of Love.
You know, I think it was Sea of Love.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to think of
possible
a
it could be
movie
anything.
that I saw recently, a replay. Samuel L. Jackson had a very small role. You could tell it was the beginning of his career. And
Yeah,
I
Sea
think,
of Love, I was black guy.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You were what?
Black guy.
Is that how we were
That's
billed
my
in the
billing
credits?
in the
No
movies.
kidding.
That's
Black
right,
guy.
it was, because I wanted to make
And
sure
how
it
do you
was
think they came up with that?
Well, I actually went to the job to be clipboard guy, and something happened in the scene, and they needed the scene spiced, and the casting director said, I know just the guy that can make up something and do it. And I switched roles from clipboard guy to that guy, but they didn't have a name for him, so they called him Black Guy.
What was
like a
the very
superhero.
first movie?
Very first movie I ever did?
Yeah.
My junior year in college, I was in a movie called Together for Days that starred Clifton Davis and Lois Child.
Oh, no kidding. Really?
Yeah, that's when I got my SAG card, and you could join SAG for $200.
Wow, and then how long did it take you before you became a leading man?
Let's see, that was 1971 or 2 until Jungle Fever 1990.
No kidding, Sam,
Yeah,
really?
something
About
like that.
18, 19 years you waited.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's a long
Isn't
time.
that amazing?
Yeah, yeah.
It really is.
Well, good for you.
Do
You
have a
hung in there.
favorite- Do you have a favorite you movie?
Favorite me movie?
Yeah.
My favorite me movie is The Long Kiss Goodnight. It's a gigantic
Gina
action
Davis?
picture with Gina Davis, yeah. And I love that character. Mitch Hennessy is kind of a bumbling private eye type, and he sings this blues song to himself to remind him of things. And people actually come up to me on the street and go, da 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 da, got my keys in my pocket. Da, da,
Oh, that's
da, da.
good.
And it's very funny too, because when we were doing the world tour for that movie, my passport was expiring, so New Line renewed my passport for me, and the picture on my passport is actually Mitch Hennessy, the character from that film.
Oh, no kidding.
So when I show it to people, they kind of look at me. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about The Man, a comedy adventure, huh? And you are an ATF?
An undercover ATF agent whose partner has been killed and some guns were stolen from our building. And I set up a gun buy between me and the bad guys, and Eugene Levy, who's a dental supply salesman, is in town, and he goes to the diner where I'm supposed to meet the guys. He sits in the stool, and he has a USA Today because I'm supposed to be reading the paper, and they think he's me. So they end up
try to make a deal with him, and you see this?
Right.
Oh,
so
God.
I end up using him as my go-between, and they think he's an international criminal because when they look his face up on the database, he has a warrant out for his arrest by Interpol because he and his wife bought a rug in Turkey and didn't pay tax on it.
And he has quite a face, too. Very funny situation. Let's take a look at a clip now and hear you're explaining to Eugene what he's gotten himself involved in.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a very funny movie, and it opens tomorrow. The Man. Samuel, thank you very much, buddy. Great to have you here. Tony Danza coming up next, right back.